I'm going to tell you guys the best lesson that I've picked up about sales, and I learned it completely by accident. About a year ago, around this time, I was packed in meetings the entire day, and at the end of the day, I had a pitch with a client, a potential client. And back then, I had done all the research, we had all the data, we had all the pointers to talk to them about, but we did not have the time to build a fancy pre-sales or sales pitch deck. And at some point, I thought, you know what, let's just forget about the fancy deck, the polished copies. I have the documentations, I have the work that is done there. I'll just walk in the call and talk to the client straight with the work that we already had done. And I just focused on what I noticed, what the core problems were, and then what we could do about it. And when I tell you, it completely flipped how the meeting went. Instead of any of us performing at them, it just became something we were all doing together. Talking about their business, their goals, and the client eventually came back. We did a lot more work with them than we had initially planned for. And this has stuck with me till date because this was my least prepared pitch and also one of my best pitches. So then I went on a rabbit hole to understand why this worked. First is the halo effect. When you're obviously right about one thing, people assume you're good at everything near it. So if you nail the diagnosis, they think you can obviously do the cure. Second is called the effect labeling. When you take someone's stressy, messy problem and pour it into clear words, you calm them down. Neuroscientists literally call it name it to tame it. So you're not only describing their problem, you're providing them relief, and then they tie this relief to you. And third, feeling understood lights up the same reward circuitry in the brain as food or money. So when your client feels genuinely understood, it's not just nice, it really hits something good. And here's the controversial part, the best selling rarely looks like selling. You spend the first half shutting up and listening, and then you say the problem back to them in sharper words than they could do themselves. And then their own brain quietly does the closing for you. And that's why I always say, make a client feel genuinely understood and they will sell themselves. And now you also know the brain science behind why.